Welcome to FoundHER Voice podcast, the space for bold, empowering, raw, and unfiltered conversations about business, relationships, and everything that makes us fierce. No filters, no fluff, just real talk. We're back with season 3 and we're going even deeper. Get ready to own your voice, break barriers, and step into your power unapologetically. Let's get into it.
Hey everybody, we're back with FoundHER Voice podcast. Today I'm sitting down with Dr. Ashley and she's going to talk about perimenopause. And she's going to help us and walk us through all these great things that are happening to our bodies. Hey Dr. Ashley, how are you?
I'm well. How are you?
I'm wonderful. I'm just so excited about this podcast and how you are going to tell us ladies what is going on with our bodies, what we can do to help it.
Yes.
And I know from what I've looked up, you're all about all natural. So
Yes.
I love that because I'm going down that lane too.
Mhm.
And I'm like, oh, I hope she has all the vitamins, that we should be
Every day.
taking. Let's talk about the hot flashes. Let's talk about what our
God.
bodies are doing,
Mm-hmm.
going to do, because I feel like so many of us are walking into this blind.
Yeah. I think that we're basically the same age, and I love my mom to death, but she prepared me for this season, and so I think for me it was my own hormone imbalances and feeling like a crazy person to make me really go down this road and really research and try to understand what exactly was happening in my body, confirming that I'm not indeed crazy or broken or lazy or whatever, and that this is truly just a thing that we are supposed to transition through, supposedly gracefully.
Yes. So I want you to introduce yourself, tell them what you do, tell all the great things that you're doing up in Louisville.
Yeah, sure. So I'm Dr. Ashley Cham. I have worked as a women's health provider for the last 17 years. And I owned a women's health practice for 9 years, brick and mortar. And I basically moved all my services online to give me a bit more flexibility. I have 2 small children. I guess they're not really that small anymore. They're 6 and 8. Track stars, and they keep us busy. So I specialize in women's health, and so I've always loved working with women. I felt, just innately connected to each and every woman that I work with, and also just we go through the same stuff. So it makes it a lot easier to relate and understand someone that's coming to me feeling like I don't feel like myself. And so I actually got into holistic health and wellness about 10 years ago because I was looking for a natural way to manage fibroid tumors. I kept going to my doctors and they're saying, oh, you have fibroids, you can have surgery, but that surgery could cause infertility because of scar tissue lining the uterus, or you can hurry up and get pregnant. At that point, that was not on the table. So I actually was diagnosed at 26, and fast forward 5 years, they had the same, recommendations for me. And I just went on this journey to find something different and was introduced to frankincense, which was my crash course into essential oils. It changed my entire life. And it really made me start to think, what else do I not know? What else do they not teach me in school? You know what I'm saying? What else did I not know about the body and how it can heal itself if you provide it with the right things? And so I learned then that I was dealing with something called estrogen dominance, which was never spoken to me in all of the doctor's visits that I had. And I really went on this journey to try to fix myself. And after my youngest was born, Ace is 6 years old now. So I was 36, hormonal, crying at the most random thing, bleeding through my clothes, having acne, weird body aches, just stuff that didn't make sense. And I would go to the doctor and like, oh, you're an older mom, so it's just hormones and it'll get better. And also you're breastfeeding. As I breastfed him for 15 months, and I'm like, this doesn't feel like that. I don't feel like myself at all. I feel like I could snap and kill somebody at any moment. Like, this is not okay. And the answer was, let's can put you on birth control pills. And I didn't want to do that. I just felt like that was putting a Band-Aid over a larger bullet wound. And so I started studying and learning about cypress and how it can cut down your bleeding. And I learned about all these different things that I could use to excrete excess estrogen and ultimately fix myself. So I put together this protocol that worked for me, that then I shared with some of my friends, and then I started sharing with my patients. And I was like, this is the thing. Like, women need to know that there are natural ways to manage their hormones. And so much of it is connected to our lifestyle. Yeah.
Yep.
That's how I got here.
Lifestyle and what you eat nowadays,
yes,
right?
Yes, 100%. 100%.
And I did see that you do sell doTERRA oils.
Yes,
which
I do.
absolutely love.
Yes, yay.
I still use some of them, but I am with Young Living, which I feel like they're pretty much the same because, both of them guys was together and then they separated.
Sure.
So there is a couple of oils that I will say that I only buy that's doTERRA because I just feel like
I might really
better
over to the other side
than Young Living, but I mean, I do love Young Living too.
Mm-hmm.
I always say, ladies, if you want to use Young Living, here you go. If not, go doTERRA. But I wouldn't use anything else outside of those two. What is your feel on that?
Obviously, I'm partial to doTERRA. Yeah. So I do have the honor and privilege of sitting on the Science and Medical Education Committee for doTERRA. So it is I believe that they have the purest of the pure on the market. And I think, from the things that we're putting out right now going forward in terms of like detoxification and like supporting people, like understanding their total wellness, that detox is not just let me drink a tea or, juice for a week or whatever. Just having those like plant-based, science-driven products is just so extremely important. So I'm definitely partial.
I love it. I love it. I love what you're doing, girl.
Well, thank you.
I would like to walk us through the perimenopause. So, like, what are we feeling now and what is our bodies doing and how we can fix it.
Yeah.
More all natural.
Yeah, for sure.
I am totally with you. Like, I've never did birth control. Like, I don't want to pop Tylenol. Like, you let me go over there, get the box out. I will make a concoction.
Exactly.
Go. Yes.
Just a little mad scientist work going on in the background. Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah. So perimenopause, I think the biggest myth is it doesn't hit until mid-40s. That is the biggest myth. I started having symptoms at 36. I didn't realize that that's what it was at the time. Yeah. And basically, it's 35 years old, around 35 years old, is when our estrogen levels and progesterone levels start to decline. So typically, women have symptoms. They could be very subtle. Like, it could be, oh, your cycle used to be 28 days in length, and now it's 26 or 24. It could be having a bit more cramps, or I'm bleeding more heavily than I used to. Sometimes women start having hot flashes at that age, night sweats, and the whole nine. But truly what's happening is just that decline in estrogen levels and progesterone levels, and our body is responding to that, sometimes not in a great way. So the biggest things that you can do, and you'll hear me repeat this as we venture into the other parts of that reproductive lifespan, the things that we put in and on our bodies are so extremely important when it comes to hormones. So the one thing that people always hate me for is fragrance. You think about things like autoimmune disorders, and they say, okay, women have so many more times more likely to get an autoimmune disease than a man. That's not because our genetics are faulty or there's something wrong with our DNA. It's simply because we use more products. Yeah. We use so many more products than the average man. So you think about fragrance in general. Plug-ins, Febreze, anything we use to make our house smell good, anything we use to make our car smell good. What do we put all in our bodies in the shower that smells good? Perfumes, the laundry detergent, all of that fragrance, especially if it is synthetic or chemical based, is toxic. We call them endocrine disruptors because that's exactly what they do. Those chemicals basically mimic estrogen in our bodies, and ultimately it throws things off. So going into perimenopause with an estrogen dominance makes symptoms much more extreme. So, and majority, I would say probably 70% of women in America are estrogen dominant strictly because of the products that we use here and the chemicals that are in a lot of our products that are not banned in the US like they are in maybe European countries. So that, if you think about, if you took all of the synthetic fragrance out of your life, that's a small/big thing, right? But that alone would change so much. That, and second, water intake.
Yes.
So there's studies out there that show that women who are dehydrated have significantly more perimenopausal, menopausal, postmenopausal symptoms than women who are adequately hydrated. It's like that small but big thing that truly can change a lot about how you feel from day to day and the symptoms that manifest for you.
Absolutely. Now I have to ask, do you have a water purification system in your house?
Yeah, so we have the Brita filters in our house upstairs, but I was recently on a training and the lady leading it was like, what about the water in your shower? And I was like, I never thought about that. I was thinking about the water that you drink, the water that you use to like cook and all that, but so true. Like, I don't know how long I spent in the shower except when my kids are not home, just like sitting and having a moment of silence. But yeah, it's a whole thing.
I know. I never talk about, on podcasts what I use, like what's in my home. Like I never push that stuff, right?
Yeah.
And I feel like when I get with someone that is an all natural person and they're holistic and all the good stuff, I'm like, oh, well, do you have this? Do you use this too? Type deal. And I ask because I use a Kagan water machine and they have the shower system too. So I have the shower system too.
Oh, look at you.
That's why I was like, I wonder if she has a shower.
Nope, I'm going to though. Thank you for that.
Only because, I mean, it's true. Like, the skin is the biggest
organ.
Yeah. So it's like, we have to take a shower. So why would you not have the cleanest, best water in the shower, right?
Exactly, yeah.
And I love it because it has like a different little spout that you can use to fill up the bathtub too. So, or you can get a different faucet to do, change it out because they are kind of expensive. So that's why I love it because I can just unhook it and take it over to the bathtub. And, I know you as littler kids probably like to do the detox baths. Maybe not, but I just love that. I love to, at least once a week, go in there and make the detox bath with the oils and all the stuff and throw those kids in there and be like, detoxify yourself.
Right. Yeah, that's one big thing. We have a blend called Revitazine, and I found that they really like the taste of it anyway. So I was always thinking, like, how can I get them to do this like gentle daily detox? We put citrus oils in all of our waters, which help, significantly with that. But the Revitazine, like when I wake up in the morning, I'll do a hot water and put like Revitazine and a citrus oil in there, and I'll just sit there and drink my tea. And they're always like, can I have some? Can I have some? I'm like, oh, okay. So now they drink their own, which is so nice because then I can have my own and they can have theirs. But also I know that their body's getting supported that way too, which is great for hormones,
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So what is our bodies doing now in this perimenopause? And what are we going to do to help it, Ashley?
I think right now in perimenopause, like I said, the estrogen levels specifically are declining.
Mm-hmm.
And for some people, it's a slow burn and it's just like a little at a time and they don't notice it. For others, it's a bit more drastic and you do become a bit more symptomatic. So some of the basics that I think in the natural realm, because there's definitely supplements and such that we can talk about for sure. But what I tell my clients all the time is you can take all the best supplements. If you are not doing the lifestyle piece properly, they're not going to work or they're not going to work as well as they could. So, first things first, drinking the water. Like I said, 100 ounces minimum per day or half your body weight with that, whichever is highest. I would say, second, make sure that you are getting 7 to 9 hours of sleep, consistent sleep. Someone asks, well, what if I sleep a couple hours here and then I get up and do some stuff and sleep? No. Oh, Bella.
I'm not gonna lie.
Mm-hmm. Go to sleep. So that is the biggest thing because, you know, when we rest, our body, we feel like our body is at rest, but it's really the busiest time for our body to heal and detoxify and recover. So we have to get our rest. 3, stress management. So I feel like most women wear 1,700 different hats and we're juggling all the things and taking care of all the people and just, you know, burning the candle at both ends. And so I think one of the most, I think all of them are really important, but one of the most important things that you can do to help with hormonal balance and regulation is to manage your stress. And that could look like meditation or prayer. It could look like, you know, having a mental health day once a month where you just stay in your jammies and do nothing. Like tomorrow, I'm going to go float. Like whatever you need to do. Morning routines, I think, are really important because it helps you to kind of start your day off grounded and composed, and then you can feel a bit more in control of your emotion and your body as the day goes along. So those, I would say, those are top 3. 4, these are not in order.
That's fine.
4 is nutrition.
Yes.
Your body cannot optimally, your endocrine system cannot optimally produce hormones if you are not eating properly, meaning consistently throughout the day. If you are not getting the nutrients that you need, I think a lot of women misstep with not getting enough protein. And if you are trying to manage weight, if you're trying to manage mood, if you're trying to manage hormones, you've got to get at least, I would say, 80 plus grams of protein per day in your life. And I don't believe this is a good season to do the intermittent fasting because for some women, it works just fine and they don't have any problems. For others, your body, because it's already taxed by the hormonal decline, for other women, it puts your body into starvation mode and it shuts down their metabolism. So sometimes it's forced. And like currently, I just started a new hormone challenge on Sunday, and I've got ladies and they're like, I don't eat breakfast. I never eat anything in the morning because I'm not hungry. And then, oh, she's running away.
Thanks, Ash, for just calling me out.
I'm sorry. It's all in love.
I know.
Yeah, so the nutrition piece is very, very important. So making sure that you are eating as clean as possible. If you are not supplementing, I definitely recommend it because this is also the season of life where we start to care a little more about bone health and, you know, osteoporosis. All those things start to get a bit more real. So I definitely recommend a plant-based supplement, something your body can recognize and actually use and absorb the nutrients instead of you take a vitamin 2 hours later, you pee out lime green in the toilet. Like we don't need. Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So do you have, what is your suggestion for like the best woman's vitamin that we should be taking?
Yeah, so I mean, I think the nutrients, there's so many nutrients that we need, like magnesium, we need our vitamin D and our B12 and our iron. Like we need so many different of those vitamins and nutrients. I will say what I take. I currently take, it's called the so foundational wellness, but VMG plus. It's vitamins, minerals, and a serving size of greens. It's like a little packet. You can put it in water. I put it in my protein shake sometimes. My kids put it in their body armor or like V8 juice in the morning, and it's like everything you need and it's done. So I say if you don't want to go that route, which is totally fine, go to like a Whole Food store and find a whole food vitamin or a plant-based vitamin, because your body will actually use those nutrients instead of just excreting them.
Yes.
Yeah.
I love it.
Omegas. Ooh, almost forgot about that. We need our omegas in this season.
Yes.
Brain support. That is one of the big symptoms that women start to have in this season is brain fog, like forgetting words mid-sentence, or I went into this room to get something and then I can't remember why I came here. That happens a lot. Yeah, so I think, trying to, just support our brain nervous system at this time. Omegas are also really amazing for your joints. They're amazing for inflammation. So I think as much as we can do to support the inflammation piece, the better off long term we're going to be with our health.
I love it. Okay, so Ashley, I want you to tell them, where to find you, because I know that you do take patients, correct?
Oh, sure. Yeah. So I do virtual consultations for women who are looking just wellness in general, but especially as it relates to their hormones. And then I run a 21-day hormone challenge almost every month. And that is truly a rip the Band-Aid off, total body reset in 21 days. It's fun, but like I told you, that first week, every time everyone hates my guts, and that's okay. But you can find
me. Hate me, but then at the end you're gonna love me.
Love me, exactly. I tell them that in the launch every time, like, you will not be my friend this week, and I'm okay with it. You can use the Facebook group if you like to accost me. That's fine too. But yeah, I'm on Facebook, Ashley D. Cham. Dr. Ashley D. Cham is my public profile. Instagram is currently hating on my name change, so it's still Dr. Ashley D. Anderson. Hopefully that will change soon. And my website is ashleydcham.com. So you can check me out there. You can inbox me, email me, whatever. I'm here if you have questions or concerns or just need support in any kind of way.
I love it. I love it. Thank you so much, my dear.
Of course. Thank you for having me. This was so much fun.
Absolutely. Hey, everybody. So go check out the advertisements after this.
It's your time to grow. Get started with Little Pot Design Studio today.